Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only Master Propaganda Hero of Psych, Defender of the Fatherland of he 2-2v2 on Fields of Winnekendonk. And north it is Nimahfrosch and Justinxv forming up here for the German army, Deutschland. The 1st Panzer Division here with Blitzkrieg, elite troops, Jäger infantry, and Mechanized and Blitzkrieg now, both the command tanks. Half-tracks, but their panzer tactical movement, reconnaissance overflight, Stuka close air support, vehicle critical repair, spotting scopes, and howitzer versus in the south that is Cblanco and VodkaCo fighting here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin, with NKVD rapid disruption tactics with the KV-8, radio intercept, commissars, scorched earth, anti-tank overwatch, and we got combined arms, mechanized support, and NKVD as well there. So, off to a 2v2 here on the Fields of Winnekendonk. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters. Without them, the support the Propagandacast would not be possible. So thanks to every one of those. Other people can join the Expo Pledge on Patreon, or they can donate via PayPal. And if you're considering pre-ordering Communist Fee, do so via the link in the you can do so via the link in the comments. Use the code CoH2 and I get a 15% cut of the sale. So consider a win for everyone. I get supported, you get the game. That's pretty great. And I'll let you know, comment, like, share, subscribe. So, east side here, we can see the Russians are rushing straight here for the car point. MD42 grenades ready to thwart this attempt. Noting here, of course, that Nimahfrosch is supporting Justin there fairly well in the east, not committing too much to the west here. As VodkaCo keeps launching assaults. Cblanco so far, not quite aware what's happening there. He's also gone for a special rifle command with Penal Trooper starting engineers into the Pioneers here, but they on fuel point. Machine gun heading southwards with the grenadiers backing them up. Grenadiers are busy in the center. Grenadiers machine gun setting up here as well. Constantly being caught there. Center being claimed. And there you go. Machine gun setting up here as well. Setting up a potentially deadly crossfire against the infantry. And so far, Cblanco is still apparently not doing much to assist his beleaguered comrade, as he is just getting pelted here by both German players. But there you go. VodkaCo trying to untangle himself from the mess. He flanks up behind. Machine gun getting caught up with the grenadiers. And the other machine gun tears into the conscripts there. A rather sticky situation here, but in the west now, Cblanco is grabbed a bit more, but the main focus remains in the east, where VodkaCo is currently just acting like a large communist punching bag, it seems, here for Justin and Nimahfrosch. Now we can see Nimahfrosch trying to go for the cop, and there goes Cblanco is finally switching some troops from west towards the east, with the Strafbad being deployed here. Meanwhile, VodkaCo's force in the east being squeezed further and further tighter here. More grenadiers on for Justin and Nimahfrosch and the 1st Panzer Division here. Conscript squad there. At a risk of getting wiped. I don't think it's particularly... Well, never mind that. It's clearly high. In fact, it's very, very likely. Good golly, yeah. Quick change. So that's definitely a bit of blow there to VodkaCo. Meanwhile, we got more pressure now from Cblanco here as he realizes, hang on, his team might be in a bit deeper out than he initially expected. Anyways, these are here grenadiers holding up here as VodkaCo is almost by the fuel point, but now Justin, of course, bringing in more force to deal with that, though VodkaCo keeps pouring in more troops here, clearly not too concerned with the casualties so far suffered, as now Nimahfrosch is basically moving towards the west here, leaving his teammate perhaps a bit unexpected. Of course, the question is if Justin is aware that Nimahfrosch is sort of, shall say, left there, because if he is, good, but if he isn't, this could cause some issues there for Justin, because it may not be acting like, though, Nimahfrosch can bail out of his arse. Carfon being hit, the rough grenade continues pushing them back, course indicating tech for Justin, hitting the calf points here. Fuel troops grenadiers all clashing out, some really fierce fighting here so far. Noting, I believe Nimahfrosch might also have ticked up. Yes, indeed, he could go for a 250 half-track here, for example. Like to Mechanized Company, though, for Justin. I don't expect the 250 half-track, but I would say on a map like Fields of Winnekendonk, the half-track could provide them with some critical tactical advantages there. But well, roughly you see, blowing apart there, Sergei. Machine retreating there. Carpon there being defended here. As VodkaCo keeps pouring in troops, Cblanco could soon go for a commissar here to back up his penal troops. He's going for a 4-squad build there, by that is quite a few penal troops there. Meanwhile, Justin's grenadiers just being thrown into the meat grinder here, slowly being bled out in the center there. Sandbags being thrown down to the ground, hastily up here. Engineers are basically grabbing points there. Like to make a nice company for both them players. Bunker on the way there for Nimahfrosch. Back in the third base, pump company there for VodkaCo. And a 2-2 there for Nimahfrosch and for Justin. No big surprises there. Machine remains to defend the fuel point. So some pretty fierce engagements early on, but then the Surge do come ahead here against the Germans, securing more of the terrain. Pushing back a good part of the German forces. Of course, the armoured cars could provide the Germans with a bit more tools to turn this around, as the Surge will struggle against them. Of course, Cblanco can at least commit to a bunch of anti-tank rifles if he so desires. And there he goes. As soon as he hears the armoured cars arrive, courtesy of NKVD's radio intercept ability, he does start popping some anti-tank rifles. Not a lot, but at least, you know, enough to maybe cause the armoured cars to drive a bit more carefully. Pims moving about here close to Cblanco's base. No sign of further tech there. We got a field gun there for VodkaCo. Would not be surprised if he perhaps got a bit of a tip there, Cblanco, that armoured cars are incoming. Otherwise, he's going to know now anyways, because they're just hitting him. It's worth noting both players have bulletins for faster field gun production. And also quite a few mine bulletins. And a counter bulletin as well there. Oh my. There you go. Massive peel to a blob here, catching the armoured car. Their machine, though, kinda has a chance to catch them. In this case, the terrain, though, acts as a significant shot blocker. They actually allowing the blob to waltz right past the machine gun. Grenade setting up here. Fumes of a blob starting to disperse here right before the machine setups again there, and thus preventing the blob from being suppressed. And we do get a comms out here for Cblanco. Thumbs up. Pushes him into the 5-squad territory. As for VodkaCo, we're not seeing much there. In the east here, there's the MD-42, but there you go. Other squads going to rush into the flank of the MD-42, and Justin has no forces nearby. Got two folks in the center there, and left the machine gun's flanks unattended. Good tactical maneuver there by VodkaCo. West here, fighting for the car point, happening once more. Fire up north here, Nimahfrosch advances. Guess he wants to fix the armored car, or wild around the point maybe, the way things are being set up there. Dynamics by the southern field point. Justin now launching his counterattack to course ensure the Surge do not grab the fuel point, but then second attack here from VodkaCo further messes things up here for Justin, forces him to redivert attention, I think, towards that before dealing with this. Contra there being split out by the Grenadiers here. Tank could be taken out there for VodkaCo. I would not be surprised if Cblanco goes for one as well soon. Center there sees for Deutschland on the west side here. Cut-off point now being defended by German troops, keeping it out there of Soviet hands. Mortar on the way with Nimahfrosch, thumbs up. Justin, meanwhile, has gone for more Grenadiers, and there you go. Commas are flanking in here. Deploys the Field Propaganda artillery, thumbs up. Messing here with the German position, forcing the machine to retreat. Good push there by Cblanco. Bernard may have out there for Nimahfrosch. And he's pushing forward against the cops in the south. Slowly advancing on the field point in the east. Quite a few engagements here and there. Penals will meanwhile advance further here for Cblanco and the Red Army. The 12th Guards 10 Corps. Steady advance here. And he's been caught here by the Strafbad SVD-40, singing off a dirge of death against the Grenadiers. And they are quickly sent packing at the risk, of course, getting wiped otherwise if they do not retreat immediately. Down here, Grenadiers into a clash. They're about to get possibly hit by the Pims from the flank, but no. Breaks off towards the car point here, where the Commissar is further messing with the German supply lines. Thumbs up there to Cblanco. Grand Western fuel point return. Almost got the Eastern one there back for the Germans as well. Massive explosions happening here as things go up. And, well, really big booms here due to the field gun. Could also have been satchel charges. Gunny's moving in here, Pims moving about there. So much fighting here, troops being mauled by the MD-42s. No sign of anything further here for the Germans as of yet. Pims there being ripped apart. Out in the open alongside the Commissar and the west point here. We got the Pims pushing the Pioneers off the field point there, denying it to the German army. Thiessen rolling forwards here for VodkaCo, striking for the glory of the Soviet peoples. Southeast Pioneers pushing for that eastern field point, or victory point. They already got the field point, but again, they don't have it connected here, and the Soviets are certainly intending to keep it like that. Tank group taking out there for Cblanco and the Red Army. Pack 40 there for Nimahfrosch. Justin's already got his Pack 40 out here. Good shot in the T-70 machine gun flanked again. Bernard may have this slowly being hauled to the front line here by Nimahfrosch. Slowly but surely. Straight for the field point there in the center. They got the Grenadiers moving up, backed up by the Maschinengewehr 42. On the coast, the counter there by the A fuel point there, pack full and good at the T-70, and we got the field gun added again here. Cblanco's tank Reaper tank come out there, done. And straight into the Mechanized armor company. Doesn't even bother with the light tank here. He just pushes ahead for victory. For Soviet steel. That is a Mechanized armor company here from him. Could possibly even see like a KV-8. That's only something else. But I imagine just lots of T-34s from 6s. German players, of course, at this stage may slowly want to consider taking up here. Of course, it will also help if they could like maintain field control at a more steady and consistent pace. Launching another assault around the center here, Mechanized armor company almost done there for Cblanco. And it's not like he's going to be far away from a T-34-6. I'll be talking like a bit under 2 minutes. He can start training out his first T-34-6. So that's definitely going to add some frightful presence there to the Germans. We got another machine gun out here for Justin, providing the further suppressor firepower. So he's going to use that to cover the cup, on the other machine to cover here. That way forming up a slightly more solidified front. Of course, the search to bring in artillery or tanks or anything like that. Of course, this could very quickly crumble. The right tactics. Up north, the armored car striking into the penal troopers' rear flank there and pushing them back. Cblanco bursting up, possible for another push here with a lot of infantry being lined up. And the east side here we got Vodka Company and Justin grappling here. News marshal change to the gun DC. Pim's moving forward to their armored car rushing into the mess here. No tech for the Germans yet. Cblanco moments away from a possible T-34-6. As for Vodka Company, not quite there with a Mechanized armor company himself, nor a commander. Looks like the armored car does successfully push back to Cblanco a bit up north here. Other squad routed. We got machine gun bunkers close to the car point there. Interesting setup there by Nimahfrosch. I'm not so sure that's going to be a great idea, but oh well. You see the grenades armor coming up. We got conscripts and field guns dug in here with sandbags being laid down to further fortify this Stalinist bulwark of socialism. MG42 firing where the grenades packs moving in there in the center though. Nimahfrosch assault just continues to forward here, but it's now being ripped apart here by Cblanco's penal to a block, backed up of course here by the Commissar command squad as well there. Maybe the T-72. East side here, the heavy fighting their grenades routed. We got the grenade now blobbed up themselves against Vodka Company's conscripts there. Two's being murdered out. Packs on in the T-70. Incendiary pins around as well here. Almost got it, but not quite though. Bit of good luck there for Vodka Company. More rifle grenades going off here. Conscript squad there though, taking the brunt of it. Almost getting wiped out here, but 2 men managed to survive here. And we actually do have a mortar out here from Vodka Company. Thumbs up. Guards at least goes from Mechanized Support with anti-tank and ambush tactics. Guards rifle infantry, marked vehicle, Sturmwick strafing runs, and of course the ISU 152. Going for the western fuel point here. We got both tech, I think, for Nimahfrosch and Justin. Yep, does feel like it. Absolutely go. So, I mean, if one on the way to go for command tank, I think that'd be a pretty handy thing there. And we got Cblanco there with the T-34-6. Rushing out to medium armor fast as possibly with the Germans. I think is a very smart move here by Cblanco. Thumbs up. I mean, he could have plans on the KV-8 down the road, but I think initially just getting out a T-34-6 as fast as possible is a really good and solid leasing part because, again, it has such amazing shock ability. You just saw there, just one shot and a bit of machine gun fire. Pioneer is almost wiped out, and it has a very good chance of wiping there, in part, again, due to the sheer power of its whole machine guns. There you go. That's a full Pioneer wipe here. Delivering quite a blow there to Nimahfrosch. Bunker there is also going to get quickly knocked out here as Cblanco's T-34-6 advances further in the center of the penal troops and needs routed by the grenadiers. East of the conscript held down. Machine up in the center. And there you go, pack 4 landing hit on the T-34-6, going to bring forward, Strafbar there, firing into them. Grenadiers taking punishingly heavy losses here from the semi-automatic rifles of the Strafniki. In the south here, push for the car point there, machine holding up, and we got the field, of course, dealing with that, and the mortar could be another issue, either by directly bombarding or deploying smoke. Now to see what happens there. Support cop there for Nimahfrosch, none yet for Justin. Fuel point is about to fall into the hands of the Red Army once more, as the western one has already fallen. Nimahfrosch suffering the casualties here. He will absolutely need some Panzerwaffe here to turn this around, and with a T-34 already out there, should go for a regular Panzerwaffe first, I think. I think a command tank at some point would still be a really good investment for him. As for Justin, we're not seeing any support cop there. I definitely think he needs one. I think trying to solve here for right now for Tier 4 would certainly be fairly risky, particularly with the fairly intermittent control they have of the fuel points. Trying I think to go for anything bigger than support at this point would be highly risky and not recommendable. But that's not to say you won't do it, just I wouldn't recommend it. There you go, support for Justin as well there, thumbs up. Then these meanwhile be taking an absolute punishing beating, and there you go. Justin suffers a full wipe. There's the field gun's high explosive shell, just rips them apart there. Armored car there, base in the center. T-70 keeps murdering away, and we got the T-34 some 6 steadily being fixed up there by Cblanco's engineers. Got Northern Point in, there goes support cop. We also got a command tank here, plus a Panzer IV. I'm surprised Justinxv did go for the command tank first. Considering what's going on at the moment, that's not to say a command tank, of course, would be a bad idea. Still think it's all quite good, but with the threat of potentially more T-34s from 6s, I think a regular Panzer IV first would be the better choice, but oh well. At least one is going for the Panzer IV. Mortar firing close to the engineers here. Mortar there in trouble with the stuff, but he's in the center of the MD-42 armor coming up. He's firing away there, and the command tank there is ready for Justinxv. The Fields Panzerkampfwagen 4 in the center of the T-70. He just keeps mauling away there at Justin's unfortunate machine crew. That pack opening up here. In fact, he's gone for 2 packs now, which is supposed to slightly explain his command tank choice. He almost got it, but it does escape once more. Panzer IV ready here, more to the crew. Should definitely get that going again, and there we go. Command tank setting out here as well for Mr. Justin. So we got 400 forwards, 286 of Germans definitely behind on victory points, and we'll need to do some heavy attacks here, I think, turn this around, and of course, smart attacks. Mechanized company up there for VodkaCo. Will he try and go straight for the ISU, or will he be forced to go for medium armor before that? We'll have to see. Command chain lead strikes, pushing back the maximum, allowing Justin to once more claim the fuel point there. Das Reich before his Befehls Panzerkampfwagen 4 sets off further. Controls got from the Grenadiers there. Counter rolling hit backed up a field gun. Hacks armored car there supporting it as well. There you go. Command tank shoots and eliminates 2 poor souls. Another great shot there. Further 2 casualties. You can see they actually quickly merges one squad with the other one, leaving just 1 full strength squad at least there. I think that is relatively savvy there, but there you go from turn to the other Panzer, which could allow this command tank to possibly rush the field gun and clear it out if he's got the courage for that. T-34 pressing up here from the west. Center there being assailed by Cblanco and the Red Army. So far, no sign of armor there. We do get a half track here from VodkaCo. That's about it. Justin could go for Stug here. It could be a pretty handy idea there. Could also go for an Ostwind, I guess. Or just some Panzer IVs. There you go. Command tank just keeps tearing apart the AC of VodkaCo's infantry. Good shot there from the field gun. Half track almost done there, though, for VodkaCo. Guessing quad mount, but he could also use to reinforce his troops and mechanize his infantry, but there you go. It is the quad mount. It should find out here for Cblanco and the Red Army. 402 with 254. Guys from Lane taking on the MD-42 here, not having the greatest time of it. There you go, quick grenade, but that is easily dodged here by Justin's guns. We've got the T-70 moving up here. Further up north here, Pack 40 pushing back a T-34, some 6 Pan 4 busy with troops here. Just fierce action all over the place. And we actually got Nimahfrosch here with a 251 half-track. Thumbs up. Now, that's interesting. We'll have to see what he intends to do with it and how he makes use of it. But it has potential. And has serious potential. Southeast here. Armored car engaged with the T-70. Command tank there holding a bit back here by the fuel point. Further north, though, the pursuit continues here in face of the T-34. But Cblanco saves the day by deploying the anti-tank Overwatch, allowing him to preserve his T-34 from 6. Meanwhile, a regular Panther for Justin. Nimahfrosch there with his half-track. Has obviously laid a bit any additional armor. Command tank shoots, misses the T-70 there. Straight here for the T-70, command tank moving ahead. Getting in here this close to the command tank seems a bit risky. And another push on the fuel pump, which I guess gives the other chaps more time, as they act as a diversion, I assume. 8 kills, no Fields Panzerkampfwagen. And we got a strafing around there, catching one of the pack crews and absolutely tearing at the side of there. Bit painful there for Justin. As for Nimahfrosch, his 250.5 today, she's, I think, acting as a forward reinforcement point. Nothing wrong in that. You can certainly do more with it than that. Well, at least someone is using half-tracks. And more supporting capacity. Here's finally good shots, then the Panther 4, second shot the whiffs. Justin getting in from the push in the southeast. Only one field gun here from Mr. VodkaCo. Does definitely give the Germans a chance to overwhelm the field gun here and clear it out. He has again the courage. Just a bit of the trick, but there goes smoke deployed. Savvy, thumbs up. They definitely should rush it down then. Instead he's allowing you just to disengage. Maybe start firing again at the Panther 4s from a new position. Yes, he was concerned about mines and other things there. It's hard to say in the center there. Another push by the search being once more repulsed here with heavy losses to come there for Vodka Company. In the south, the Panther 4s disengaging pretty rapidly. Apparently, Justin is feeling pretty content. Or perhaps some other concern caused him to fall back towards his starting point there. More pioneers here on the way for Justin. Very good. Nimahfrosch with also 2 pioneers. Panther 4 moving forward here. Half-tank hanging back. No sign of anything else here from Mr. Nimahfrosch. Is he planning tier 4? Nope. I'm not entirely sure what he's thinking there, though. Command tank getting the T-7, the shot bounces. The pack shot does not. Solid shots in on the command tank. Pushing it back there with a slower health left. Up north here, though. T-34's going for the Panther 4. Pack crew here in some deep shots as Garsman and Pion to resist rep. Added half-track, of course, counting forces here. At the front line there, though he isn't doing... Okay, there we go. He is doing it now. The half-track can make Nimahfrosch harder to push off the field here due to the ability to reinforce the front line. Definitely, I think, a strong, but I think very easily overlooked ability. In the south, the gunners being forced to engage with the conscripts. Panther 4 firing away there, going for the cut munitions point. Just frenetic back and forth action here. The Germans are slowly closing that between them and the Soviets. But there's still a fair amount to go there. Barn there collapses, or shed, whatever you want to call that. And we got the half-track joining in here, ripping through the Grenadiers with contemptuous ease. In the center there, now they're attempting to push through. The centers lined up here by Vodka Companies being thwarted and pummeled into the ground here. As Nimahfrosch forms a pretty stable point of resistance. Katyusha out there for Cblanco, but Vodka Company definitely appears fully intent on going for the ISU 152 heavy assault gun. As for Nimahfrosch, the fact we're not seeing any additional armor at this point makes me think he's planning something for the heavy Panzer Corps. As for Justin, he is also going for tier 4 here now. So 2 tanks out of him, 1 command, 1 regular Panther 4, and just 1 Panther 4 for Nimahfrosch, but a half-track as well. Spotting scopes being added. Oh my. In the south, Justin advances frontline steadily. They almost got the T's in the light chain there with 17 kills and an ace level. Cut-off point hit, going for the fuel point there. Big push here by Cblanco and a Strafbot right into the Panther 4, and they're going to use line of fire. Half-track there gaining veterans 1 and the MD42 team gaining the ace level. A pretty punishing push here for Cblanco that is leaving him with many dead men in the ground. Katyusha barrage there though, and Fear Propaganda though causes quite the consternation there amidst Nimahfrosch's positions there, and forces a said retreat. Their pack crew wiped out in fact. South a bit more skirmishing, Vodka Company getting ever closer to the ISU 152. Got the field, got the tech, got the command point, you just need the manpower at this point. Still no tier 4 for Nimahfrosch or anything else, instead another pack 40. That's for Justin, well, no heavy pentacle either there. Field guns T-34 advances. And there we go at the 25-minute mark here. Vodka Company calls in the T-30 or the ISU 152. Big on their push back. That's definitely going to be a challenge to the Germans and will require some significant firepower. The Germans still like after those Panzer forces really haven't done anything. Kind of feels like they slipped off a bit there. Particularly Nimahfrosch, that flowing so many resources, I think, has definitely put himself into an awkward position, rather than possibly exploiting like any gap made armored force-wise, but stalling for the ISU, for example. They just sort of held back themselves and maybe planned to go for tier 4, but really hasn't done it either way. So it just definitely feels like a bit of an operational mistake here by the Germans, which definitely the Serbs could now exploit here with the ISU 152. The Svido boy, or Beast Killer. Dishko there being at it. Almost got the T-70 here, but it does once more narrowly escape death here. Command tank pushes forward to the engaging guardsman and conflict, which you think, yeah, moving into merge with them. Thumbs up there, though. Ultimately, it doesn't really help much against the command tank and its high explosive shells there. As for the Germans, again, tier 4 has been researched in the case of Justin, but it hasn't been built. And just Nimahfrosch continues to just flood resource. He's going for a command tank himself as well. That's nice. Not a bad addition, of course. Then we'll have the active sticks so now that the ISU 152 is out there. I'm just going to say go for some Stukes. I do think Stukes, a pair of them, could do a lot here as the ISU under the right circumstances. But oh well. Rank points here. We got the T-70 they almost fixed up again. Panther 4 being also steadily fixed there by Justin's Pioneer. And in the center of the gun, these are being routed by another roaring Katyusha barrage here from Cblanco. Command tank almost done there. Justin is just floating an incredible amount of map and a fair amount of fuel as well there, and he's just not doing anything with those resources. No captures, no different infantry, no mortars, no panzer corps, whatever, just nothing happening there. Don't think I'm a significant fan of that. Mashu shoots. Pound force getting ready to shots and added. There we go, we got Nimahfrosch with Fields Panzerkampfwagen 4 joining in the fun. Now we got artillery support called in here, or perhaps via Propagandacaster actually. Yep, that's the case. Command tank panzer engaging the advancing Soviet troops here as Vodka Company once more unleashes another infantry assault for the cutoff point with 2 tanks blocking the way. It's going to be pretty difficult here for Vodka Company's infantry to make any progress, and also in this case not get utterly murdered. I see there's great to join in, 4 kills so far. The response to that one so far has been pretty non-existent. Guessing they don't care, or they're just thinking they can deal with it later. I'm not entirely sure. And the East here, Garson keeps up the assault where the concept got murdered. In fact, they're themselves close being wiped out as well there. Seems a bit neglectful, but he does finally retreat the Garson at least. Apparently carrying just enough to at least keep them alive. Maybe Panzer go up there for Justin. Finally seeing something with that. Definitely feels like he'd get that going soon. He's definitely been flooding too much manpower there and just stalling resources too much. Half-check catching these in the south. It's for Nimahfrosch. We'll have to see what happens next here. Pack wiped out somewhere. Guess that was Nimahfrosch losing another pack crew there. ISU lands a half-decent hit there, explodes Paul Ludwig. On the west there, we got the T-34 some 6 then do some light repairs. Further elements not really happening for now, at least. Another T-34 some 6 that we got 199 versus the 201. Pretty close in terms of victory points, actually. But again, definitely feel like some mistakes were made there, in particular by Justin with his resource allocations. And I think he's playing the path because he hasn't gone for anything else. So he definitely wants to imagine the ISU 152 is definitely, I think, pressing him more in that direction anyways. But he's got too many units otherwise. I think being a bit too defensive as well here. So his plan is definitely like hitting a few brick walls there at a fairly high speed and is losing some teeth in the progress. Now the T-34 on the way this time though for Vodka Company up north. The anti-tank was called in here, pushing back Nimahfrosch's armored forces there. He's going for tier 4 now, so neither German player so far is maybe considering just a few Stooks to help deal with all the Soviet armor, in particular the ISU 152. Guessing Nimahfrosch may also be deciding that, you know what, he wants a Panther too. But Justin just continues to float resources, got like 1200 manpower, and he's just, I know, floating. And he's moving forwards here. North here. So troops being held off here by Nimahfrosch. Half tanks in front, I think fairly decent support there. Thumbs up to Nimahfrosch on that one. There it goes, getting focused down, and there you go. Air support unleashed in the center here by Justin. The Luftwaffe strikes, as so does Justin's Panzer IV here. Going straight for the ISU. Need support with the command tank as well. I think at least needs to get moving, but isn't. In particular, I think this is important because he could use marked vehicle from the command tank on the ISU, but also have the command tank keep the Panzer IV alive for longer. Because I feel like tactically here, Justin is slightly dropping the ball, and there you go. Lost the Panzer IV without getting the ISU 152. I think at the command tank bin there, it might have helped out a bit there. Plus, crucially, it just also means he's got no line of sight on the ISU either. And there you go, loses the command tank as well. He does go for a Panther, but he's still got like a massive manpower. They could have like maybe done something with. As for Nimahfrosch, no sign of anything else. But crucially, the ISU is still alive. Also crucially, all the aircraft got shot down pretty fast by the anti-aircraft traffic, as it is absurdly good at it. North here, Panther 4 setting in there. Right in here to Cblanco's TT-34 some 6s. That's going to push that one back. Panther halfway done. Close to the ace on that Panther 4 some. And there you go, T-Fields rushing, ramming the command tank. Also managed to ram the other Panther 4 here. Got both T-34s there. Not entirely sure what that was supposed to achieve. Cblanco just felt like he threw away those T-34s from 6s without much purpose there. Meanwhile, in the east, other T-34 rolling forwards here, and Justin's lines are steadily falling apart here as Vodka Company just pulls in there, riding on the success they're destroying all of Justin's panzers. Nimahfrosch, meanwhile, well, he only lost the command tank. His half tank is also close to the east level. You got 201 was on 78. T-34 some 6 sitting out there. Come to these cities in the center. I feel like Justin really should, I don't know, build some fuel caches, call in some infantry, just something instead of like floating close to 1,000 manpower. That is also, I feel like, a strategic error. If you're just floating that much manpower, unless you're close to full pop cap, for example. And I always feel like there's something you can do, in particular as the Wehrmacht. With the Oberkommanders, commanders, obviously you can't build caches and stuff like that, but as the Wehrmacht, that's not an excuse. Also, crucially, there's still things you could get, like, I don't know, mortars, for example. Other pack. Some assault infantry. I mean, there's plenty of things here that Justin could explore. But anyways, Panther engaging south here. Another pack is on the way for Justin now. As for Nimahfrosch, building a house here. They like to filter bits of scene. Is he also like gone for that many Grenadier squads, or is that just cruise? Yeah, that's gun cruise they're retreating there. And they're getting absolutely bombarded here by the Soviets. Cblanco and Vodka Company just violently hammering away at it. Out they're almost done here for Nimahfrosch and the German army. And in the center there, the Panther flanks something right here. Going here for the ISU 152's flanks. Gets a nice shot in there. Before disengaging, pack destroyed. Filgan there's also in trouble. And now we got the how to find way there. What is he hoping to destroy here? Appears to be the machine gun by the center, maybe the T-70. Assault on the west continues, the Panther being further pushed back. Ace little bow in, so is the half-track. Howitzer getting some damage in, some kills, but it's not really, shall we say, crippling here the Soviets much. It's not yet. Really some close calls here with a lot of the units here, but ultimately just doesn't really pan out there. Oh, that was definitely a much better hit there, but still no wipes. But close though, very close. Panther good to go there. Justin with a second Panther out. That is more Panthers for Deutschland. And while he has researched here for Nimahfrosch, still gets to build a heavy Panzer Corps. Well, anything else really. Still got plenty of like fuel, but manpower's really where the bottleneck is for him. Goes for Stuke there. Very nice addition there. Stuke gets that too and uses them well. North here, Panther 4 is flanking the T-34 from 60. We got anti-tank which called in here. Forcing the Panther 4 to disengage, obviously, as well as the anti-tank watch can completely wreck it. Other T-34 going in here and blocking the retreat of the Panther 4 there. It does suffer a lot of damage. It could help cause the Panther 4 to get knocked out. Almost got the T-34 from 60. One more shot. He's also out of the zone here. And there we go. The incredible booster rate of fire to the Panther 4 that the ace level allows to just quickly deal with the T-34 from 6. So thumbs up. On that one, ISU that's pursuing the ace Panther 4. Stuke is almost done here. Panthers unawares. The ISU's actually moving to an exposed position here. Apparently Justin mentoring his packs. Panthers moving in as well now to deal with that. Panther 4 calls and dining repairs. T-34 6 still there. Stuke could maybe move in to deal with it. And there goes Stuke 3G ready there for Nimahfrosch. Panthers roaming around here. Pune troopers comers up. Pushing ahead here for the glory of the Red Army. Southern victory point seized there by VodkaCo coming to the center gun is putting forward straight into the gun line of the ISU 152 and a bunch of guardsmen and a Maxim. Up here, Cblanco's men are just charging through there, clearing out into tank guns, mortar fire raining down over their heads here. Grenadiers joining in there as well. Half to just hang out there. T-54 from 6 almost fixed up with Cblanco. Further cash is piling up for the Germans. Howitzer there with 9 kills and Betty 2 now. What impressive. Here comes their push back. Stuke driving forward, and there go ISU engaging the Grenadiers there. Pumes with a lot of anti-tank rifles prohibits any immediate armor push there. Another T-34 Cblanco, and there you go. Ace Panther engaging the bunched up Strafbat. Moving forward here, need to go for that half track. I think Cblanco sends that as a really big target, and there you go. Good chance of destroying it now here. Gets the half track, quite a blow there to Nimahfrosch. Stuke diving in as well there. We got 180 versus 106. Armored car for Nimahfrosch. Howitzer meanwhile slowly reloading and it's ammo stuck again. Panthers being fixed up. Panzerwerfer here for Justinxv. Panther 4 Ace, driving straight into the ISU and the field gun, taking heavy damage. 2 goals being disengaged here. Need some infantry support it, preferably some assault infantry. Scout car ready. Panthers moving out here. Panzerwerfer's not quite done. I feel like this is a bit premature there by Justin, but apparently Justin doesn't care and just pulls out with his Panthers, exposing them to a lot of fire here, almost losing one of the Panthers, in fact, pretty quickly. Not really doing much with it at all. Center point secured, western point secured here with the Germans. Putting the bleed back on the search for now. Panzerwerfer's almost done here for Justinxv. As for Nimahfrosch, we got another half track on the way there. Thumbs up. More howitzer fire here. 14 kills. He's hitting the ISU, in fact, almost against the easel from that. Almost against the ace level. Closer than the mortar crew, but not quite. Or the ISU, if you want to look at it like that. There we go. Utterly annihilates here VodkaCo's mortar crew. West side of the T-Fed moving up. The Ace Panther 4 going forward again. Blitzkrieg in there. Panther Force as well there. Allowing the Panther 4 then to easily finish off the T-Fed Force from 6. If it can penetrate. Commissar leading 8 Punitive Force up here into the flank of the Panther 4. Nimahfrosch, though, very wisely pulls back the Panther 4 on the risk of losing it here. Since they could potentially like swarm it, pelt with anti-tank grenades, at least damage it enough to maybe damage the engine somehow, and at which point, you know, anti-tank will watch, so smart play there by them. Holding up with the ISU. Up north, the assault continues, so Nimahfrosch's lines are rapidly collapsing here as Cblanco is now just occupying all the prime real estate here with his anti-tank penal see, making things more difficult. Field guns moving up, supporting here, and pushes back the Stu. Grenades off here, Pioneers being mauled. Utter chaos here, utter madness. Justin's Panther there fired and only got one shot. How's there with 19 kills each level? Gonna use it as the field gun. South side has practically been forgotten here, by the way. Like, this doesn't exist. It's just all been like drawn into the center west here so heavily now. They just forgotten all about maneuvering here, and it's just an absolute, like, just malicious tug of war. Almost got the Punitive wiped here. In fact, did get the wipe. Quite a bit of the Cblanco's force actually starting to really bleed out, which will definitely add the pressure to VodkaCo. So, if the Germans are smart, they could possibly win on the back of that. Meanwhile, how to fire around the machine in the center and the constant the guardsman, if the howitzer can hit, of course. Or not, apparently. Oh, firing around here, wiping an engineer squad almost entirely there. 22 kills. And there you go, Panzer barrage off here from Justin's Panzerwerfer. Guardsmen constantly launching themselves to the center here. Another Panther 4 there for Nimahfrosch and for Deutschland. Got 134's 89. And a Katyusha barrage here from, looks like, Mr. VodkaCo. But they both have Katyusha at this point. Panther 4 is diving in here. Could take out the T-78, so that's be a small win for the Germans. Needs to be careful that does no extend here and gets a rammed and then anti-tank overwatch, for example. T-70 missed there by the Ace Panther 4 crew. 43 kills on that one. Stug moving up, Panthers moving up here, but getting bogged down here. The assault that the Germans had planned is already running to issues, but no, keeps at it as anyways. Damming in the Panthers going for the ISU 152 down to half field. Stug joining in. Panther 4 should also join in then. Almost got it here, Stug. Oh, turns target around here. ISU. Almost got the half track. Panther 4 diving in as well now. T-Fed 46 there. And the armored assault is breaking up here. One Panther's isolated. The other Panther's not joining. Neither is Stug. Ah, this is a complete shambles here for the Germans. They just lost any and all focus here. Meaning the Panthers are just going to get wrecked here. And there you go. Knocked up at the T-Fed force from 6 because the Stug just dove off then. The Panther 4 didn't join in either. What a complete shambles there by the Germans. Great moment there for the Allies. As that was just a lot of resources straight down the toilet. As Justin, just Panthers aren't very cost efficient. I really have to stress that. I mean, this would happen anyways the way they happen with any tank, but like, just, it makes it even worse as Panthers because they really cost so much for so little, I feel like. Anyways, Ace Panther 4, they've been fixed up. Stug need repairs. Well, Justin just goes for Stugs as well. Good. I mean, Stugs, I think, are much better choice than Panthers, as long as they're, of course, employed correctly. We'll have to see. I mean, the Surge have been pushed back by this, but the Germans, I think, paid a fairly high price in achieving this particular goal. And crucially didn't remove the key unit, which is the ISU 152. And there you go, massive Katyusha barrage! Good God, almost wipes out all the Pioneers, just casualties there. The Stug's about to get knocked out. The Grenadiers here also in the danger zone, and there you go, almost wiped out. Further casualties, I mean, Nimahfrosch's infantry is just being ripped apart. Good God. Absolutely brutal. And the T-Fed force will actually wipe out the remaining ones. Just a massive turnaround point here. Possibly again. More T-Fed force on the other for VodkaCo. Panther 4 strikes at the flank. 49 kills. Justin's got a Stug ready. But can he use it? Another Panther Force is drawing about there. The Pocket Tiger strikes. Another T-Fed force halfway done. Vodka Company with more T-Fed forces. Infantry almost gone as well here. We got 115 versus 69. The Germans hold the line for now. Can the Surge send us around? Of course, with the ISU, there's certainly a chance. Around the western point here with the half-track and some Pioneers. Got the eastern point there, very good. We got 103 versus 69. 100 points left for the Soviets. Panther 4 East lining up for a possible deep dive here into the third flank. Pretty risky by Nimahfrosch if it works, great, but if he loses it, that could be a huge blow because, again, the East Panther 4 is just so good, it's really a waste to throw it away like that. Also crucial, I think, Easy's got no real clear idea what's going on there, like no area cons or anything. Didn't even get the T-Fed 46 now, getting focused down by the third guns, pushed back. At least he didn't lose the Panther 4 here, I'd say. That is definitely good and very important. We'll need to repair it. 70 points left here versus 69 the Germans. So it's going to do something soon and needs to be drastic because they're running out of victory points at a rapid pace. So the Germans are spread kind of thinly, so if the Surge were to place that assault correctly, they could break apart the Germans, depending on how the Germans then react. So we'll have to see what happens. Another Stuttgart there for Justin, thumbs up. Oh dear, caught self-repairing. Guard Team Himmel, but there we go. Anti-tank watching got 46 versus 69 here. Germans falling back, half-tracks moving back as well. The T-Fed for with penal support here. In the center, the third assault is very slowly moving forward, but in not really particularly great pace here. Got a Panther barrage right into the midst. The up Vodka Company assault. The mortar crew slammed into the ground there, drowning in the mud. Machine gun there firing a Katyusha fire. They're moving in to snuff it out. Aishu joins in. Strafing runs unleashed, rushing the eastern point here. Bunker and gonna easy defend against the T-70. Buying time, we got 25 versus 69. Stu's engaging the ISU 152. Panther Force joining as well here. It's all or nothing, it seems, in the center. Stu's need to keep pushing at the ISU. No field guns moving into block, and that's an ace field gun, which has a great rate of fire time. Then Stu's now diving ahead, but getting pelted with anti-tank grenades at the wrong time. Too late. Gundy's round here. T-54 diving in. We got 9 versus 69. 7. Gundy's wound up with Eastern Point. Need to rush in some deal with that T-75. 3. Send secure there. The point. Oh, what? 2 points left. 2. And the Germans have sort of fallen a bit apart here. Can they master the effort and the awareness for a counterattack? Because if they just hold the northern one, then rush the southern one, they could easily win this. But they might get too drawn into the center here. They might lose focus and just the awareness. They can actually easily close out this match if they were just to again hold the north and rush the south. But Justin here is not quite aware, and I think Nimahfrosch is just kind of like trying to survive here as both Cblanco and Vodka Company are barreling down on him. Going for the center instead of the east southern point. In fact, he's even pulling back the T-70. Oh my god, he's practically inviting the Germans to rush the southern victory point. But again, the Germans are so caught up on the center. They're so caught up. He might have lost sight here. Stug knocked out there. Quite a waste of excellent German equipment. Grenadiers wiped out here. Northern point being grabbed now. Grenadiers routed, wiped in the center there. ISU getting pummeled there. Panther 4 is diving in for Deutschland. And now we got a tank in the south to defend the point. Almost got the ISU, but again, had they just gone for the southern victory point or the northern one, this would have been over by now. Instead, it appears the Germans are just throwing it all away at this point. Didn't even get the Katyusha there with the Ace Panther 4. Might actually lose it now to the T-34-76. Got the half-track there with the Stug. A small win there for Deutschland. But all the points are now Soviet. The Germans have apparently completely lost the plot here. Panther 4 somehow surviving it all here, though. Shrugging it off. We got 24 versus 2. 21 versus 2. Cblanco's T-34's charging in there. Another T-34 bandit knocked out. 2 versus 15. And the Germans are just doing nothing there. Except dying. 2 versus 9. 6. It's too late. There's nothing Germans can do now anyways. Can't neutralize the points fast enough. 3 points left. And there you go. GG, game over. So close yet so far. When it came down to it, the Germans just blundered and lost sight. They suffered from tunnel vision too heavily. Brutal fight here, though, on Fields of Winnekendonk. There definitely some misplays here and there on both sides. I definitely think the Germans ultimately made some of the bigger ones, and I think they rightfully got punished for it. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell the family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Legion. Cheers. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.